Hello, my name is Seymour Kazimirski. I host a show called Seymour's World on Think Tech Hawaii. Every now and then, I have a commentary series called Let There Be Light. Today's topic is how to be grateful. People with a strong sense of gratitude, love, and appreciation don't necessarily have more than others. They aren't luckier. They simply recognize and see more beauty in their lives. I believe that people who count their blessings are generally happier and healthier than people who don't. If you ever feel as if anything in your life isn't enough, try practicing an attitude of thankfulness. You might realize how good you have it after all. In my world, I thank God every day for giving me a wife who loves me and children who are grateful for what they have and what they are doing. I have to tell you something about my son Aaron. He lives in Vancouver, Canada. And he said, "Dad, do you know how wonderful it is when the sunshine comes out here in Vancouver?" And I laughed because here in Hawaii, we're used to it all the time. And yet he is so thankful that he can get some sun instead of all that rain. Anyway, here are some steps that can help us through our everyday life. Number one, relax. It's hard to cultivate a sense of gratitude when you're angry, frustrated, or anxious. If these are issues that you struggle with, it's important to resolve them, as they are formidable barriers to thankfulness. If you are angry, it is going to be very difficult to appreciate life. Feeling angry is a natural part of life, but excessive anger can be harmful to the well-being of ourselves and those around us. If possible, leave the room or your office you are in and step outside to get some fresh air or go for a short walk. If you are with other people, let them know that you'll need a moment to gather yourself. This will give you an opportunity to compose yourself and will help you avoid saying things that you will later regret. Take deep, slow breaths to relax. Boy, does that feel better. Number two, live in the moment. If you're busy dwelling on the past or thinking about the future, you won't be able to fully notice how fantastic things are right now. Plus, thinking about the past and future opens the door to comparison, which is the only way you can perceive something as not good enough. What you have now is all that exists, and comparing that to something that doesn't exist anymore, or yet, is an easy way to foster dissatisfaction and torture yourself. Like the old saying goes, past is history, future is a mystery, and today is a gift, and that is why it is called the present. I really like that. Enjoy today, this moment, and don't postpone your enjoyment. Start with your senses. The most basic pleasure in life are usually accessible to us all the time, but they slip out of our consciousness because we get so used to them. Learn to notice the little things and deliberately appreciate them. Look around. Notice beautiful shapes, colors, and details. Notice things you normally take for granted, like sunlight reflecting off someone's hair. Think of all the little things you'd miss if you were blind. It's often the most minute joys that are missed the most. Don't forget to smell the roses, and the food, and the air. Recognize that smells that make you feel good, a freshly cut lawn, the air right after it rains, a fresh pot of coffee, even some wonderful baked bread. Appreciate the sense of touch. How do leaves, blankets, lotions feel against your skin? How many times during the day do people touch and affectionately and you barely notice? Listen to more than music. Listen when you think it's quiet, and you'll discover it's not really all that quiet. You might hear the wind, leaves rustling, kids laughing. Cherish any kind of lightheartedness in your life. Things like laughter, affection, and playfulness are fleeting. Once a relationship has degraded so that those things don't spontaneously occur anymore, it's very hard to get them back. You might know that from experience. I know I do. So treat those moments with care, especially with kids who are at the peak of lightheartedness. Don't be the person who takes life too seriously, who doesn't have time to have fun, or has no sense of humor. Finally, try to think of something you are grateful for every day. No, let's change that. Try to think of 5 things you are grateful for every day. Okay, I'll start. I am grateful for number 1, my wife Sue. 2, my children Aaron and Alana. 3, the wonderful musicians that make him smile, who give their time and effort to support sick children in the hospitals. 4, all the volunteers who are helping me at my You Are in Charge program. And 5, I'm thankful to all of you for the opportunity to share my thoughts with you. Thank you for watching and listening. Remember, be grateful and thankful every day. My name is Seymour Kazimirski. Our show is called Seymour's World. Aloha.